The ocean is way deeper than you think. I don't know much about the ocean. All I know is I'm not gonna go swim in it. Word is mine. When I'm on a boat and I look into the water, I'm like, dang, imagine if there was a kraken swimming right under me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to see it. Word is mine. And that's all I know. I know there's a kraken, megalodons, all sorts of bullshit in the waters. That's all that matters. Now I want to find out more about it. Talk to me.
The ocean is really, really deep. Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize. If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
Oh, hell no. We got way too much water. Let's start drinking.
Deeper than just 2 miles. Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is
they got too much environment and habitat down here. I'm off of that.
The size of an elephant, and this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater. That shit deep as hell, mud. The first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving.
Damn, that's not even far. That's ass.
This is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means that it sank in water shallower than it is long. So if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water.
You know, I seen that a couple of times in CUTs. If you see some crows, some birds flying around that shit, that's how you know there's a shipwreck. Where it is my shit. Yep, I'm a knower.
Just slightly deeper than that, at 100 meters is where
oh shit, what you know about that 100 meters down movie with the sharks? Hell no.
Depression sickness. But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters.
You doubled the oh hell no, he's a nut.
One single breath. But a little further down at 332
why his head looks sturdy as hell? Like he just looked like he had a really compact head. No wonder he could take all that pressure.
The scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named
he beat that shit by 120.
If he swam down another 111
oh
meters,
my
then
goodness,
he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater.
How do you even do that, bro, without being petrified?
At the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet, and also the limit.
How much deeper does that shit go?
Nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when
damn these real nigga penguins.
Of water pressure. At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further.
Oh hell no! What that even mean? What? What, man?
The height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world.
Holy shit!
1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the.
What even lives down there? The scary zone, nigga. I got chills. What you mean the scary zone? Hell no!
Reach beyond this point.
Hell
so the rest of the ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness. On top of that, the water pressure.
That's where them anglerfish hang out with the lights.
The same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure.
The Kraken.
Kill you. At 1,000.
Did you just try to slip in the fact that the Kraken exists into a fucking video? Into a 6-minute video? You just want to give the Kraken 3 seconds of screen time? What do you mean the Kraken is just chilling down there? What do you mean the giant squid? What do you mean? What does that mean?
At
I think I'm confused.
1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to.
Oh, turtles! Turtles my favorite animal. No cap. No cap.
We would reach the deepest
what is mine? The realest nigga animal on the planet.
Water with us. Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish.
What is that?
With a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it.
Oh my god, I've never heard of that fucking demon fish before! What? You opening new ocean fears I didn't even know I needed. I was good off the anglerfish. You mean black dragonfish,
that since
carnivorous.
Darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight.
Oh my god, what is that?
At 2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening
sperm whales. Colossal squid. Colossal squid. A dinosaur? That is a
Whales
sea
often
dinosaur.
have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths. The squids themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles. So yeah, good luck with that down
God.
there. Way further down at
What is that
3,800
creature?
meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And a bit past
What purpose does that creature play on this planet? What purpose? Why does that exist? Why does that creature exist? What made you adapt to that way? Why? Nigga, extinct yourself. What you mean? That's scary. The abyssal zone. Is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds. Ocean is a different world, gang. I'm good off the ocean.
Strange, almost
I'm good off that. They told me that there's 2 types of krakens down there. What? Huh? Krakens? Krakens?
Such as the fangtooth, anglerfish, and viperfish.
What the shit is that? Shit ugly as hell. Anglerfish are like tiny, I'm pretty sure. So like, ain't nobody care about that shit. We not in Nemo, my boy. But this shit, that shit look terrifying too.
Down at 4,267 meters is the
aren't anglerfish like this big,
where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the
or are there bigger ones? Is that just a little pocket anglerfish?
At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage
There's probably
of the
bigger ones, bro. Hell no.
World War II. And
damn, how did they mark that? They went down there or some shit? How did they find that shit?
The Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself. The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp or a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets.
Simply being down there is like carrying the equivalent to 50 jets? Nigga, how do you even calculate that? My boy.
At these depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various
oh my
forms.
god.
At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum
jumbo jets. What the fuck?
A popular research submarine that helped to discover
DSV Alvin.
Way further down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest, where to be upside
drone
down
probably seen.
Underwater. And then way further past even that.
Why is that shit still going?
10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012.
James Cameron.
Mission. The deepest point in the ocean yet reached by humans.
There's a nigga in here? Nah.
Was back in 1960 though, when
there's not a nigga in there, right?
And Jacques Picard reached a depth of 10,900.
What? There's people in there?
Trieste submarine. It took them 5 hours to descend.
What is wrong with people?
Depth, and they only stayed for 20
Stay out the waters, bro.
And they began to resurface.
Oh,
Just a bit further down from there, at 10,972 meters, and we reached the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner.
Hell
so
nah.
If you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at.
We need to stay out of the waters. I don't know if y'all seen, what is it? Is it A Quiet Place or is it the other one where like they go into a cave and they open up some part of the cave and all these fucking carnivorous blind bats fly out and they just start murking the planet? Everybody who speaks just gets fucking crowded by these ravaging birds. Yeah, we need to stay out of the waters before we let some shit out. Whatever was sitting in the Hadal Zone or whatever in Hades. Hell nah. If we go deep enough, we might wake something. Bro. That shit is scary. Nah, like that's a genuine fear in my soul. What you mean?
94 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep.
Didn't recently, unless this is some random TikTok bullshit that I heard, I'm pretty sure they just said they found like a deeper part of the ocean, right?
Right here on this map, just about 300 kilometers southwest of
Island. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
However,
right?
It is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean.
Yeah, they definitely.
Been discovered.
I think it happened like not even half a year ago for them when they said some shit.
The Serena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732
what the hell?
Making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95% to be currently a mystery. It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found.
Stay out.
Who knows?
We gonna find Godzilla and shit. What the fuck? Don't ever flash some freaky ass picture like that in my face talking about who knows what we gonna find. My nigga, what is that? Is that Cthulhu? Nigga, get it off my screen! What the fuck is that? Hell no! Hell no, my boy. You can just flash Cthulhu on the screen and shit. Fuck that. Hell no. Hell nah. So, you enjoyed the video. Well, good news. I got another one for you right there. Why don't you go ahead and click that one for me, twin? Yeah. Click on the video. Dang.